Hello and welcome to this Online College of Coding video tutorial series. This is video 2 in the series on making Squirty Squid in Scratch. In this video, we'll be adding obstacles and a scoring system to our game. Before starting this video, it's recommended that you've completed the previous video, number 1 in the series. Let's get to it. Now that we've got our movable player, the next thing we want in the Squirty Squid game are obstacles. So with our obstacle sprite selected, go to the Scripts tab and drag in a When I Receive Start Game block. Just like the When Flag Clicked block, we're using the When I Receive Broadcast block as an entry point for our code within the obstacle. When the game starts, the obstacle needs to begin moving to the left until it reaches the left-hand side of the screen. Press play to see your obstacle move, but after it's stopped, it has no way of being restarted yet. To reset the obstacles, we first need to tell them to go back to the opposite end of the room. This is easily done with a Go To block that sets their X position. To start the obstacle moving again, we're going to create a new block and name it Run Obstacle. Then move all the code blocks over to here and replace them with a Run Obstacle block. Lastly, to make the Run Obstacle happen over and over, we just get it to call itself, adding a Run Obstacle block to the Run Obstacle block. How cool is that? We've basically already got the mechanics going for our game. Now we just need to link them together so that the player gets game over when they collide with the obstacle. So now select the squid sprite. We're going to be adding some more code to it. To tell whether the squid has died and the game is over, we create a variable called dead and set it to no at the start of the game. The touching block from the sensing section will tell us if a particular sprite is touching our squid. Set that to the obstacle, and when that's triggered, set dead to yes. Poor squid. Once the squid has died, the player should no longer jump, so we'll use an if-then block to check before each jump. Now if the players achieve game over and the squid's dead, they can no longer jump. Next, we're going to add a scoring mechanism to our game so that each time the player passes an obstacle, a point is awarded. To do this, we need to add some code to the obstacle sprite. The place in our game that we want to award the points is as the player passes each obstacle. Within the Run Obstacle block, add an if-then to check if the player is dead. If not, we award the point. This check happens just before the obstacles reset. To keep track of the score, we've also created a score variable. Unlike all the other variables, we're leaving our score variable ticked so that it displays in our stage. This means we don't have to rig up any sort of scoring display system. Scratch just does that for us. Go and test the game now. Your score will increase after each obstacle. But if you look back at the code, we never check if the player actually passes the obstacle. The obstacle resets behind the squid, and if it's still alive at that point, it didn't hit the obstacle and die. Really, we've just made life easier for ourselves by pretending. Well done you, that's what programming's all about. The only issue now is that if we play the game again, the score's still counting. We need to reset the score at the start of every game. Move back to the squid sprite, where we have the When Flag Clicked event, and this is a good spot for us to add the resetting of the score. Now, basically all that's left before our game works in a non-polished kind of way is some sort of functionality that will let it restart once the player's got game over. Congratulations on reaching the end of the second video. For a better explanation on any of the topics we covered, go and check out the general programming concept videos. Otherwise, head on over to the next and final part of this series where we fine-tune and finish up the Squirty Squid game. See you then!